Well, the Prime Minister wants you to age at home. And in a rare moment of political unity, the Coalition has backed in his multi-billion-dollar deal after several months of negotiations. Joining us live now, the National Senator Bridget McKenzie and the Independent MP Zali Steggall, both of whom have had a few headlines this week, so thanks for joining us today. Morning to you both. Bridget, to you first. Apparently there were objections from about 12 Liberal MPs, according to Trudy. Some concerns about how this affects regional services. So on your side, do you support this policy?
Well, we've entered good faith negotiations with the government on certain sections of these legislative changes. We want to see a sustainable and strong aged care system following the Royal Commission findings. And, you know, that means particularly for rural and regional aged care providers who have been closing under Labor's legislation over the last 2 years, we want to make sure that you don't have to move to the city to actually age in place. So we've been able to secure a $300 million specific package for rural and regional Australians and aged care providers. We've been able to grandfather those that are already in the system and a range of concessions from the Labor Party that make it much fairer than the package we were originally faced with. There's still a lot of detail we don't know about that hasn't been released publicly, and that's why we're sending it to a Senate inquiry so that we can actually expose that, look at the impact of it more broadly. But we all know that half of the aged care were operating at a loss under the Labor Party's changes of the last 2 years. Yeah, look, it's important policy, important reform, this one. So from the regions to the city now, your thoughts on this, Zali? Is it fair, the carve-up so far? Because, you know, some will be complaining about it, no doubt.
Well, look, I do welcome progress in this area. We had an extensive Royal Commission, a lot of concerns around the standards of care and many, many recommendations. So I really welcome that there is going to be progress. But look, the proof will be in the pudding, right? We haven't seen the legislation and we haven't seen the details. So I welcome the announcement, but I really want to analyse it closely.
The big point, though, yeah, I get that. But the big point is that, you know, the richer retirees are going to have to pay more. So, I mean, do you like that? Do you agree with that concept, Zali?
Look, there's no doubt we've got an ageing population and we have a problem with the sector that isn't keeping pace with demand, and we have, you know, many people have a preference of staying at home as long as possible. So the question is how residential care works in with aged care plans so that people can be assisted at staying at home. There's no doubt there has to be a review of the model, and I've met with many people in my community about this. So I will look at it very closely.